Woohoo! Second pull.
Hey guys, Chase from the Project Junkie here. Today we're going to be working on a 1982 Mustang Mowett lawnmower. It's got an 8 horsepower Briggs & Stratton motor on it, and we're going to see if it'll start today. And if it does, we're going to take it for a spin. So please join me and come along for the ride.
Alright, first things first, I think we should ought to take off this ratchet strap. I swear I'm a pro when I fix things. I mean, obviously you can tell. Built to last. And it's camo, so you can't even see it. Alright. There we go. Let's see here. The easiest way. Alright. Fuel tank's off. With some, very good smelling gas. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to remove is just going to be that little air box. Just because I want to make sure that foam filter isn't going to disintegrate and just get sucked into the engine and mess everything up. So this also didn't have the air filter too when I got it. So I found something that worked, and then I used a piece of all-thread rod to hold it on. And wow, surprisingly, that's not all disintegrated. Looks okay from here. A little sludge at the bottom, but it's got some sludge all around it. Next thing is going to be unbolting carburetor itself. Guess the muffler gets to come off too. And we're off. All right, here we are. Let's get this throttle linkage off. Bam. All right, let's see what this thing looks like inside. So first things first, let's get this guy off. Oh shit. Not a good way to start. I'm just gonna strip it more. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. And you guys have a lab that just looks bored all the time? That or he's just soaking up the sun, one of the two. For those who don't know, that's Big Finn, our yellow lab. Alright, let's get this bowl off. For that I'm going to need a big socket. 13. Okay, This is probably gonna be nasty. Nothing in it. Jet looks, or the needle looks okay. The way these carburetors work is they don't actually have jets. You adjust this needle for your main, and this one's gonna be your low circuit. And you adjust those based off of how much fuel it needs for your elevation, temperature, etc. But typically the bowl's just supposed to, there we go, come off. Ooh, man, that stinks. Little varnishy. Doesn't want to come apart. I got some gunk up in there. You can see that. Let's get some carb cleaner. All right, wipe this off. Yeah, it's got a nice varnishy residue, so spray that guy off. It's looking better. At least get it started. Okay. Let's get back to this. Set this guy aside for right now. Actually, we unscrew it a bit. You know, so I bet they got will it start videos for just about everything. I guarantee no one's got a will it start video on this. Okay. Got that guy off. Unthread that guy. There we go. Let those kind of soak in. Okay, time to remove the needle. Or, I'm sorry, the float to get to the needle. That thing just feels stuck. There we go. Wow, and surprisingly, that still has a decent point on it. Knock on wood, it seals. I got some gunk down in here, so we'll be sure to get that cleared out too. I know you can't see that on camera with the glare, but it's got some jello down there. Oh shoot, I don't remember where that went. Uh-oh. Alright, let's spray off the rest of this. Okay, undo this needle. Wow, that one actually looks pretty mint. I won't even bother cleaning that. Okay, from here I need a flathead. Get that guy in there. Ugh. See how like stick to my finger. For those of you who've never cleaned a carburetor, as I said, this stuff typically when it's too far gone doesn't want to come off unless you got like an ultrasonic cleaner and let that thing soak for a while. But luckily, I'm in luck, and you can see right through it. So from here, it's just a few things left. Clean up the outside a bit. Try to get it as wiped off as possible. Get it all clean. All right, got that as cleaned off as I care to get it. Time for reassembly. I do want to double check one more thing, just this emulsion tube. See how it looks. Pretty sure it should be fine. Well, I guess it's a good thing I'm looking. That's got some stuff on it. Ugh. Now saying that, you should be able to see straight through what you can. And obviously not that way, but I can see through all the holes, so we should be good. Alrighty, back together we go. Bam. Time for the float and the needle valve. That's looking all clean. Here. That way it holds it. Okay, now that's in. Throw in the tube. Perfect. One way you can test that this is functioning, you can blow air through here with this up, and then when you close it, so you shouldn't get any more air in. That's how it seals off the fuel from overfilling or flooding the carburetor. Let's throw on the bowl. All right. Tell you what, working on something this small makes your lower back sure cry a lot. There we go. Okay. Throttle linkage hooked back up. Get this exhaust back on with its gasket. All right, got the carburetor and the exhaust back on. Linkage all hooked up. Next is to remove the spark plug, make sure that looks okay. No rust in the cylinder, stuff like that. Then it's got oil. We should be able to give it a shot. All right, let's see. I got 3/4. Dang, that's the one. Perfect. Not bad at all. A little black. It's like it's been burning some oil. And it smells like bad gas. Go ahead and throw that guy back in. Okay. For those of you wondering what these are, on the original version of this is the air box. And it wrapped around all right here. And then on this side was the gas tank, and those little things in front of the cylinder head held the fuel line to go to the other side. But since this didn't have either, and these are basically non-existent, I'm stuck with what I've got. Huh. What's up, big guy? That's a big fan. So I got the fuel tank mostly flushed out. Ran a bunch of clean gas through it to kind of help out. We'll go ahead and put that on here. Zip tie it, or I'm sorry, ratchet strap it back down again like a professional. All right, let's fill it up with some fresh stuff. Give that a shot. I don't know about you, but I can never line these things up. At least the first try. Let's turn the fuel on, make sure there's no leaks. You can hear it going in. And then to double check again, we got oil. Oh yeah, up to the full mark. Is there leaking? No. Perfect. Now I believe stock settings for these on the low and high were 2.5 turns out. So turn these all the way in until they're snug. There's half a turn, there's 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 2, 2.5. Okay, I'm ready to give her a shot. I got Finn in the background to hang out. Let's see what this thing will do. Woohoo! Second pull. Come on, baby. Wasp trying to get me. Whoa. There we go. Burning a little oil, but still fires up. Burn like a champ. Sounds like it needs to be tuned up still. That's how I have to kill it, with that little wire. Guess I need an actual kill switch. But it fires up. Let's lube this chain up a bit. See if we can't get it to roll. I was hoping I had some white lithium grease, but can't go wrong with WD-40. Right back for now. Guess you can't go wrong. A full bottle and nothing's coming out. Got some silicone lubricant spray. Let's give that a shot. All right. A little difficult to do with just one hand. I think that's the most of it. Let's give her a ride. See if I'm lucky enough to be able to do this one-handed. Maybe not. One thing I should say is I did a pulley swap on this thing. I think the last time I had it running, so the gearing's a lot different compared to what it was made to do to mow. Also, with the mowing deck off, I have nowhere to put my feet. So when I push the clutch in, I'm just like trying to ride on the sides, but I said I'll try to get a video where I'm testing the top speed of this thing. We'll see, I guess how fast it can go on those little tires. But maybe I'll throw some bigger ones on there. Just kind of give it some more ground clearance. I was driving this thing on the gravel. It was a rough ride, but at least coming to the lawn, it's a lot easier. What? Well, as you can see, it lives. If you'd like to see a part 2 on this series, feel free to like and subscribe. I'm sure it's going to get out with a lot of the 0 subscribers I've got. But anyways, as I said, I'm thinking of making a part 2 of this. Maybe sandblast it, get it all cleaned up, paint it, I guess kind of restore it to somewhat of its former glory, maybe just something fun to put around on. But until next time, this is Chase, and that's Finn. We'll see you later.